Most cats don't understand love the way humans do. They don't measure it in words, or treats, or toys. They measure it in patterns, in quiet, repeated moments, in the small things you do every single day. And strangely, the things you barely notice might be the ones that mean the most to them. If you watch a cat long enough, you start to notice something subtle. They're always studying you. Not obviously, not intensely, but quietly. From across the room, from the edge of the bed, from that small patch of sunlight near the window. It's almost like they're keeping notes, not about what you buy them, not about how expensive their food is, but about how safe you feel, how predictable you are, how gentle your presence is. Because to a cat, love isn't dramatic, it's consistent. And there are 6 small, everyday things, simple habits, that tell your cat more clearly than anything else, this human is mine. This human cares. Let's move slowly through them. Number 1. Greeting them the same way every day. Before we talk about touch, or food, or play, there's something even simpler, something most people overlook. The moment you first see your cat each day. It might seem small, but to them, it's everything. Cats are routine-based animals. Their brains are wired for pattern recognition. In the wild, predictability means survival. When something happens the same way, at the same time, every day, their nervous system relaxes. Studies on feline stress behavior show that consistent social signals reduce cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for anxiety. So when you greet your cat gently every morning, the same tone, the same soft voice, the same slow approach, you're not just saying hello, you're telling their brain, you're safe again today. Maybe you don't even realize you do it. Maybe you whisper their name. Maybe you bend down and scratch behind their ears. Maybe you just say, "Hey, buddy," as you pass by. But watch them closely. That slow blink, that tiny stretch, that tail rising like a question mark. That's relief. That's recognition. That's love in their language. And once they feel safe with you, they start doing something surprising. Something that looks like independence, but is actually attachment. Which brings us to the next habit. Number 2. Moving calmly around them. Cats don't trust noise. They don't trust sudden motion. They trust energy. And your body language speaks louder than anything else you do. Cats read micro-movements the way humans read facial expressions. Quick footsteps, loud doors, fast hand gestures. These register as potential threats, even if you mean nothing by them. But when you move slowly, when you step carefully around them, when you don't startle them awake, their brain tags you as non-threatening. And in animal psychology, non-threatening equals safe. And safe is the foundation of love. Notice how they don't flinch when you walk past, how they stay curled up instead of jumping away, how they keep sleeping while you're nearby. That's trust at its purest. A cat only sleeps deeply near someone they feel completely safe with. So when they stretch out, belly exposed, paws loose, they're quietly saying, "I trust you with my life." But safety alone isn't enough. Cats don't just want calm, they want connection. And connection happens in the smallest, most invisible gestures. Number 3. Slow blinking and soft eye contact. This one feels almost magical, because it looks like nothing, but it means everything. In cat language, direct staring is a threat. Predators stare, hunters lock eyes. So when you soften your gaze, when you blink slowly, when your eyelids lower gently, you're communicating peace. Researchers often call this the cat kiss. Cats actually mirror this behavior back. It's a social bonding signal, a way of saying, "I'm comfortable with you." Try it sometime. Sit quietly across the room, catch their eyes, then slowly blink, like you're drifting off to sleep. Wait, you'll see it. They blink back. Sometimes they even walk toward you afterward, not because you called them, but because you spoke their language, silently, gently, without force. And when they start coming closer, they're inviting something deeper, something physical, something older than language itself. Number 4. Gentle, predictable touch. Not grabbing, not squeezing, not overwhelming affection, just steady, respectful contact. Cats have highly sensitive skin and whisker follicles. Too much touch can overstimulate their nervous system. but slow, consistent strokes, especially along the cheeks, chin, and base of the tail, release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone humans feel when hugging someone they love. So when you pet them the same way each day, same spots, same rhythm, you're creating a neurological association. This touch equals comfort. This human equals comfort. Notice how they lean into your hand, how they guide you with their head, how they push their cheek against your fingers. They're marking you with scent glands, claiming you, blending your smell with theirs. It's their version of saying, "You're part of my world now." But love isn't only quiet. Sometimes it's playful. And this next habit might surprise you most of all. Number 5. Daily play, even just 5 minutes. Not long sessions, not expensive toys, just presence, just engagement, just 5 honest minutes. Play activates a cat's hunting circuits. When you move a feather or string, their brain lights up the same way it would in the wild. But here's the key. When you are the one creating that experience, their brain associates you with fulfillment. You become the provider of stimulation, the bringer of excitement. Not just food, not just shelter, but joy. Watch their eyes during play. Wide, focused, alive. Then notice what happens after. They groom, they stretch, they sit near you, they don't run away. Because play, followed by calm, mimics natural hunting cycles, and they feel complete, satisfied, safe beside you. By now, you've given them safety, touch, communication, joy. But there's one last habit, the quietest one, the one that feels like nothing at all, yet it might matter most. Number 6. Simply being present. No phone, no rushing, no distractions. Just you, sharing space. Cats are masters of co-regulation. They sync their breathing and heart rate to the environment around them. When you sit calmly, reading, working, resting, your steady presence stabilizes them. You become an emotional anchor. Their nervous system says, if this human is relaxed, I can relax too. This is called social buffering. It's seen in bonded animals, and it's a clear sign of attachment. That's why they choose the same room you're in, even if they're not touching you, even if they're just 5 feet away. They're not following you, they're settling near you, because your presence feels like home. So love, to a cat, isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. It isn't grand gestures or expensive things. It's the quiet rhythm of everyday life. The way you greet them, the way you move, the softness in your eyes, the gentle touch, the small moments of play, and the simple act of just being there, day after day. Until one day, they stop watching you carefully because they already know you're theirs and they're safe with you. And in the quiet language of cats, that's what love has always meant.